everyone, and welcome back to Director Watch, the AwardsWatch podcast that attempts to get inside the mind of cinema's greatest auteurs, explore, try some. I mean, we go on a few unrelated tangents along the way. I'm Ryan McQuade, executive editor. Executive editor here at AwardsWatch, and joining me, as always, is my co-host, the pristine Jade Ledbetter.
Yeah, I wore my hair like Nicole Kidman does in this movie today in honor of The Portrait of a Lady.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you get that part down the middle?
Well,
Looks like it looks like it had a full head of hair and then you just cut off like a section in the middle.
it is taken off on hair and makeup TikTok. The Kidman look from The Portrait of a Lady. They call it the Isabel. People are just doing flips for it, man.
Not a single person's doing that shit, and you know it. Truly one of the most wild haircuts, wild wigs, wild looks I've seen in a movie in quite some time.
Looking like the Mad Hatter in Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter.
She kind of does with the pale skin.
Mm-hmm.
She really does. We're here to talk about The Portrait of a Lady, the latest film in our Jane Campion movie series, just back to us this week.
Yep.
We had Nadia on last week. Now we're back to just us.
We're not going to be twinkling the keys.
No more tickling the ivories. I'll tell you that. It's just going to be us today. But next week, and the week after, and the week after that, we'll have guests. So if you're just tired of hearing these voices, don't worry. Other people are coming that you like probably better than us. You think we do better when we have a guest?
Yeah, for sure.
How you been, buddy?
I have been good. Just watching this movie. That's about it.
Because it's still going?
Well,
are we going to be mean today?
I'm going to be a little bit mean.
Okay.
But honestly, it's going to be more of me criticizing my own taste than anything.
That's interesting.
This is just not
when do
really
you
my vibe.
When do you normally criticize your taste? Do you ever criticize your taste?
This is the one time.
What would you say is your taste?
First and last. The drama, mostly.
Yeah, this is 2 weeks. This is like 2 out of 3 weeks. You've been mentioning.
And I don't know. Prestige trash.
Prestige trash.
Yeah.
Okay. Like what's a prestige trash from this year?
From this year? I don't think we've gotten one.
Crime 101 prestige trash?
Crime 101 does not reach prestige.
But it's trash.
It is more accomplished than a lot of other junk.
Accomplished trash?
Accomplished junk.
That's accomplished junk.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it.
I liked it.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like I like watching.
I'm in on that Hemsworth, man.
Listen, I like the films of Michael Mann. Both.
Yeah. So does the guy who directed
Layton,
Crime 101.
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I didn't like the motif with the whole like sleepy time stuff, though. I thought that was kind of stupid.
Let him sleepy time.
And also, I thought it kind of rushed the ending.
I'm not going to sit here and say it was a masterpiece. But
I could have actually had like 30 more minutes of it. Like I was vibing with it by the end.
That Monica Barbaro, though.
Oof. Important person alert.
Portrait of an important person.
How are we doing on important people? Like how are you doing after the Dua Lipa wedding?
I mean, I hate that we have to now that it has to be so hush hush now, but
I sent Jay the photos.
He sure did
of her on her.
For however bad people think I am on this show, Ryan is twice as bad in private. So
yeah, I just like send him photos. I'm like,
he sure does.
What do you think?
Yep.
And I don't know where he's at.
Thank God I work from home.
Thank God you work. Well, now I know that.
Yeah.
And then also I'm like, maybe I should send these on like Sunday at like 10 a.m. when they go to church or something.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Your wife sees your phone. What is Ryan sending you?
Mm-hmm.
Dua Lipa in a bathtub.
Yep.
Just show that to your father-in-law and he'd be like, not impressed.
Yep. Dua Lipa in one of my favorite movies.
Which one?
Argyle.
She in Argyle?
Yeah.
What do you think of like Billie Eilish doing the bell jar with Sarah Polley?
Uh, I I don't know. My Billie Eilish takes are very limited.
Do you not like her?
I'm indifferent.
She's kind of great. I like her. I like Billie Eilish. I like Billie Eilish. I like Olivia Rodrigo.
Dua Lipa played Lagrange in Argyle.
I like Dua Lipa.
One of my
I like
favorite
I like Sabrina Carpenter.
characters.
You like Sabrina Carpenter, right?
I am a big fan of Sabrina Carpenter's music.
Just the music.
I mean, she seems
Important
cool.
person.
She was in the Muppets. She tried to bring back the
That
Muppets,
really.
which
That's what probably
huge
got you.
respect.
You were just like, "God,
Yep.
she's so important. She likes the Muppets.
Oh,
I
Dua
like the
Lipa is
Muppets.
going to be in a Molly Gordon movie for A24. That's
Ugh,
interesting.
Molly Gordon. Ugh,
Ryan,
what?
do not get me started.
I, you know who's?
When we were watching The Bear, I remember when Molly Gordon made her appearance, and my wife literally just looked at me and said,
Ugh.
"She is so your type. It is absolutely unbelievable." And I was like,
Oh,
yeah." I was like, called out.
I thought this was going the other way.
You thought I was going to be a criticism? No,
You're pro. You're pro her. Oh wait,
pro
you said
Molly
Molly
Gordon.
Gordon.
Who are you thinking of?
Oh,
Molly Ringwald?
I was thinking of Rachel Sennett.
Oh, well, they're buddies, I think,
Yeah,
right?
but I can't stand Rachel Sennett. I just think her stuff is it's all the same. Her,
Mm,
Meg Sattler. You know who Meg Sattler is? You watch
no,
Hacks. You don't watch Hacks,
I don't watch Hacks.
but she's. It's like the same joke. Everything's the same joke. Nothing's funny. It's not like Einbinder. Like I think Einbinder is a great talent, and I think that Sattler's just like it's the same like shock joke every time. It's not funny. Molly Gordon though, she's very talented. And I now finding out she's an important person in your life. See, this is good to refresh ourselves. Because I would say the portrait of a lady
Yeah, her and the bear was pretty profound.
is about four or five men thinking Nicole Kidman is the most important person in their
Yeah,
life.
this is an interesting way to start this episode. Yeah, probably pretty off-putting.
But you know what? So are some of these men in the film.
What are we if not Malkoviches?
I'm just saying. Is there anyone that has been more just slimy in the history of cinema than late 80s, early 90s John Malkovich in all of movies? Period.
And he's up there.
He is a slimy dude, and he plays it so well.
Michael
So
Douglas had
well.
a run there.
Oh, Douglas did. When we did Basic Instinct for Verhoeven, I was thinking about that a little bit. The that sex scene at the early part of the film. I think about that because that's a rough scene. It's a very rough scene.
Indeed.
Do you think that Emerald Fennell is going to do a good job with if she ever makes if that's her next film?
Is that a rumor?
That was a rumor. I don't think it's going
Interesting.
to come to head.
Still haven't seen old Wuthering. Still haven't weathered.
You haven't weathered the
I haven't
Heights.
weathered.
It's on
Mm-mm.
HBO
Have
Max.
not reached those heights.
Was the wife going to watch that with you? Was Emily going to watch that with
She's
you?
already seen it.
What'd you think?
Meh.
Glowing endorsement from
Yep.
one of our finest critics. I mean, that's what everybody was like. My wife refuses to see it. She, I mean,
It had zero stickiness, I will say. After the one before, the
stickiness.
culturally,
Oh, I'm like, fuck are you talking about?
the
We have
what
started off on a
I
roll
am
today.
I am forgetting the movie before that. What was the one before that?
Saltburn.
Yeah, that one hung around.
Well, because it's actually got things in it.
Not
It's tr-
really.
that movie makes Wuthering Heights redundant because all the scandalous, all the thing, like him fucking a dead like hole in the ground and the bathtub and dancing naked and um him going to town on the sister during her her period, all that stuff, like all the outrageous things in the
Really getting after
one.
it here today.
Well, I mean, that's
This is
what
quite an
happens in the
episode.
film.
Yes, it is.
And then you watch Wuthering Heights, and it's like, oh, so they just kiss a couple of times in a carriage, and that's it. Cool. And this was billed as the hottest movie alive. It's
Maybe
dumb.
it's an anti-sexy
No, because
thriller.
she was like, this is what I wanted. I wanted it to be sexy. And I'm like, no, it's not sexy. It's fucking terrible. It's bad. It's bad.
Man, this is a hot up.
I hate that movie so much. Because it was also like so long, Jay. It was long. Wuthering Heights. And it is a movie, I will say, I thought about a lot when I was watching this one.
Probably not super promising as far as your opinions of the film then.
Well, we talked about the piano last week. We had nothing but glowing things to say about a movie you and I both would call 5 out of 5.
You know what?
Masterpiece.
Wuthering Heights, whatever you might say about it, still made 250 mil.
Is that a profitable?
It would cost 80. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's a 3-time multiplier. That's good. It cleared.
Big time.
She's
Very
a box
profitable.
office
She
draw.
can do whatever she wants next.
What do you think she's going to do next?
Probably continue to subvert society. Just upend every audience expectations.
Someone subverting societal norms that comes from enormous wealth, you know. So, Jay,
I mean, whatever. Most of these people making these movies are very wealthy. You know, Bong Joon-ho probably lives in a mansion.
well, yeah, because he's Bong Joon-ho. He's a genius.
It's not that means are restrictive of
They're not the same thing. She was born into it. He built it. I was born in it.
I still think, you know, director Bong still has a point of view antithetical to.
He's 30, 40 years older than her. What
I know, but I'm just saying these guys are all these people are wealthy. Like
it's not the same wealth, buddy.
Anyway, that's my take. I think Fennel gets overly criticized for that.
It's actually one of the more interesting things.
Judge it based on the work.
No, I think it's one of her more interesting qualities. I wish she would
lean into it.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like Saltburn. I kind of think she's poking at the people that she hung around with, talking about things she understands. Wuthering Heights is just a fucking fantasy, and it's terrible. And it's also injecting herself into that narrative, and it's very reductive. Anyway, we talked about the piano last week, and we liked it a lot. Some would say we love it. Right, Jay?
Yes.
Okay. So we're here to talk about The Portrait of a Lady, a follow-up that I'm going to go out on the record and say, Jay, I don't think you like this movie.
I want to say Parasite is a great film, and I didn't mean to disparage director Bong.
Kind of sounded like you did. Kind of sounded like
it was actually the exact opposite. I was trying to say that despite his means, he made a great movie criticizing people with means.
Did he grow up in wealth?
It doesn't matter.
Or did he build it from the scratch?
My point is, it shouldn't matter. It is not.
Those are different circumstances, and
there's plenty of great nepo babies out there.
But we're not talking. But you're comparing it with somebody that isn't a nepo baby.
Gracie Abrams.
God damn it. God. Ugh. Her new album is called Daughter from Hell or something. I'm like, you gotta think like J.J. Abrams being like, listen, kid, you grew up with a lot of Star Trek memorabilia around you. You didn't have a tough childhood.
She's still with the old Mescal?
Yeah, she's with old Paulie. For now.
I think I might. I've got some Mescal takes bubbling that might need to be unleashed soon.
Oh boy. I think they're going to be just in time for the Beatles. Which every still that I've seen from that movie, I just go, no, 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 no.
I need to rewatch After Sun.
Why? Did you not like it?
I didn't like it.
It's a good movie.
It's got stuff.
I think it's a good movie. I think he's very good in it. I do not think it is one of the defining masterpieces of the decade so far that some people think it is. Like I think it's a very solid debut. I think I gave it 4 stars, 4.5 maybe. Stand by it. Wouldn't go to 5. Probably would put it at 4. It's probably where I'd leave it at. Still very effective. He's great in it. So anyway, this movie, Jay, Portrait
The
of a Lady.
Portrait of a Lady.
You are delaying talking about it. What are your thoughts on this film? You've seen it before, I
I have
assume.
seen it and I didn't care for it then, and I liked it slightly more this time, but it is still just not a movie for me.
Why do you
It-
say that?
It's
Are you do you not like period
it's just a
pieces?
little too mannered for me. And that
Mm,
just kind of has to do, but I love Age of Innocence.
I was going to say you love some stuff in this era
Yeah. This one though is just so,
put together.
yeah, I
Okay.
guess. I don't know. Um,
Do you think it feels too what's the best way to say this? It feels too of its time and not modern or not
I
or
don't.
too bookly.
I think I need to. Yeah, I believe the word I'm looking for is bookly. I
Yeah,
think that's
I'm
too
looking at it right
bookly.
now.
Um, the
I'm glad
there
I
is
helped you
something
find the word.
about these again, just films that are all about manners that I mean, one of my 5 favorite movies of all time is Barry Lyndon, but the thing about Barry Lyndon is that it is an examination of that kind of society and sort of pointing out the ridiculousness of this type of experience. And this is certainly to a certain extent about examining the manners as well, but it is more about turning the manners into some sort of institutional cage as much as anything. And I think the way that people interact in this film is kind of so staid, and there's a carefulness to the way that everyone interacts in this film that to me just makes the tension deflate. I also don't like the stylistic flourishes that we get in this movie with the very beginning of the film where you have images of women in contemporary times where it's I mean,
I tell you, it doesn't make.
it is one of the most obvious like and this is still happening today. All right, Jane. Okay. I understand. Um and the silent
Tell me more. Tell me more.
the silent movie section of the film as well. I was appreciative of getting some sort of jolt of energy, but from
Some
a
good stuff with the form she's playing around with
yeah,
from
it's
time to
very
time.
kind of Dali inspired, very kind of
Yeah.
like Unshin Andalou
I was like, oh, why aren't we
homage.
doing more of this here? Yeah.
And it is, I think, kind of enough of a one off that I was sort of like, well, that didn't really accomplish a ton. Um, but this, in general, I just find this movie kind of stale and stagnant. And I think the themes are I do think some of her other films make this movie a little redundant. I have no relationship with the original work. And yeah, I don't like it very much.
I hadn't seen this in a while. I remember it being kind of stuffy.
It is stuffy.
I'm not trying to make you laugh there. It feels very
No,
just
it is. It's very like, man,
self serious.
unbutton that top button.
Yeah, like for a movie that is about sex and
With the exception of one
desire.
scene, I don't find this movie erotically charged.
No, but it kind of wants to be. Like
Right. But
it's
it's
about
too
the
stuffy.
manipulation of a woman's desires
But then you could
and
say
her
the
freedom
stuffiness is the
and
point. It's like the stuffiness is what prevents her from realizing this fantasies that she's had. But then I'm like, that's fine. It doesn't make for an interesting audiovisual experience. It's
that's
probably
the
better in book form.
that's the thing is The
It's
book
very
probably
internalized.
the book probably presents it that way, but that's why I was thinking about a lot about like the new Wuthering Heights, because that is a movie that it presents itself to its audience as this very, at least from the marketing, a very sexual, explicit, uh, out there film. And what you end up getting when you watch the film is a very jolted, disorienting experience that is not that. And it's very tame in comparison to what it's trying to present. And a movie like this, I think, is trying to take the novel and it is trying to provide a modern context to it, right? That's why you have those opening shots that you expertly explained, Jay, as to why it's like, oh my God, like it's almost like a reverse Barbie in a way of just like they're putting all like everybody's the same and we all go through the same
Hmm.
experience and it's just like just show me through your film. You don't have to like literally tell me. It's a very lazy motif that I think that Campion starts off with here. But then the movie itself, it's like I think the first 30 to 40 minutes are the most interesting of the film, where it is she is surrounded by suitors. She seems to be um, a woman ahead of her time, very much with agency. They say she's smart. We don't see a lot of that. It's a lot of saying and not showing. And I thought about,
Well, that's because that, I mean, that is the point of this era is everything has to be, you can't act on your impulses, your
I know, but
urges.
like you say the woman's smart, like
Yeah.
show me that she has this undesirable nature, the sophistication, the things that you're showing. Like these movies, okay, Merchant Ivory did a lot of these. You know, you said Age of Innocence. Those have movies that have dialogue, that have things that explain things, but then they also have moments of showing those exact things as well. Like they're not afraid to do both. And this movie kind of feels like it's afraid to go all the way with certain ideas. It has an actress that I will say is not is kind of limited. I think at this time period, Kidman's not up to the task. A great actress that is not delivering much here. Maybe that's on the page. Maybe that's Campion. Maybe it's her and earlier in her career, but she's really not giving it really anything into this.
I always have kind of had a sense that she feels so modern that I don't think roles like this are necessarily her bread and butter.
You think like when she plays people,
Period pieces.
those are her
And I'm
weak
sure,
point.
and I'm sure I don't think that exclusively, but in my mind, I am kind of like this person feels so late 20th century to me.
Mm. So like, not, I'm not making a joke here, but when you see her in something like Days of Thunder, and you see her in Eyes Wide Shut, and even something like
That's where she
Batman,
belongs.
Batman Forever, and you're like, oh, she's a modern actress. And then you put her in The Hours, in this, Cold Mountain, some of those things.
I
You're
mean,
like,
I think
ooh,
it
you're a little out
works
of
in
place
Moulin Rouge perfectly because that is sort of a
because
modern
it's going back and forth.
manipulation
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
old-timey crap.
Yeah. Put it on the poster.
I think that's what I
I'm
think
going to
that's
say
what
this
Baz
right now.
Luhrmann said
I'm going to
about the
say this
movie.
right now. We have a way with words on this show,
Yeah, we're
and
killing it today.
we're killing it tonight. All right. Anyway,
Moulin Rouge rules.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember
We gotta Boz it
we
up.
got to boss it
We gotta
sometime.
go to Bozland.
You think that would be a fun series?
I think that would be spectacular.
Why are we doing it then?
I don't know. Might have
Lock,
to adjust the sketch.
might have to. Listeners, just going to put this out there. We have locked in 2027 already.
We think until
We
Boz comes
think
in and
just kicks the door in.
yeah, I know one series we could kick out for that.
Which one?
But we're not going to talk about it on mic.
If it is it the one that I want?
I don't know which one. Well, I'm not going to speak in vague circles
Speaking code,
on the show. No,
just text it to me while I'm talking. I I think that also the movie is saved because it's got a lot of really good actors. And I think Malkovich,
Deep bench.
I think Barbara Hershey too. Both of them. Their roles are perfect.
Yeah, Barbara
They're
Hershey's
great.
good.
But also, that's Dangerous Liaison. Like that's what their whole dynamic is.
Yeah.
Just sub Glenn Close, I'll put Barbara Hershey in. Like that's what this is.
Can I also say Mary-Louise Parker too modern for this movie?
Okay. Thank you. She just felt like I'm like, wait a minute.
Mary-Louise Parker, huge fan, very important.
Very
However,
very important.
Ryan, in case you haven't realized it yet,
Brunettes are like
fair-skinned
brunettes.
brunettes are kind of my strike zone.
That's why like Rachel Brosnahan is like,
Well,
well, you might
no comment.
well, you might be meeting her here in a couple months.
Well, I will, unfortunately, spontaneously combust. It was nice knowing you.
Well, you did work with her for like 6 months too.
That is true. That is true.
Because everybody thinks Jay looks a little bit like David
Well,
Cornswell.
I gotta get. Every time I see David Cornswell, I'm like, I gotta get back in shape, man.
But also, he's a nerd.
He is a nerd.
He's
I quite like him as a guy.
I think he's good. Like I think I like him.
He's got that movie coming out that people are apparently pumping up.
Which one?
He plays. It's like
Oh, where he's-
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, where he plays like a football guy.
Yeah, apparently people are kind of
Basically, it's like the Invincible of this year.
yeah. They're kind of like there's something here.
There's a lot of like that. He's got the
Mhm.
Rocky movie coming out
Wait, what Rocky movie?
where they're making a movie about the making of Rocky.
He's in that.
No, he's not in it, but I'm just saying like it kind of is like sports inspirational kind of
Oh,
biopic
sure.
sort of thing.
Mr. Irrelevant, the John Tuggle story.
Mm-mm. It's tuggled my interest.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry. That was
From
that
the
was bad.
director of Long Shot, 50/50.
Oh, Long Shot, the Rogan film
Mm-hmm.
with Charlize,
Yes, sir.
and 50/50 the Rogan film with JGL.
Mm-hmm.
And he
I got
had
a soft spot for 50/50, I must admit.
I like Long Shot. That movie didn't make any money in
Long Shot, I was not
Long
as in
Shot's
love
fun.
with as
I think
some other
Charlize is
people.
really good in it.
She's great.
I think I think I think Rogan's the
I think you're
problem.
anti-Rogan.
Well,
You
I think
hate the studio.
I think I do. I think that show sucks. Like I think that show is just like, those people that make this stuff. Oh, it's very like, oh yeah, I do that too. Oh, it's like it's like almost generated for people to give it awards. It's like, yeah, I have a publicist, and oh yeah, I have a crazy executive, and oh yeah, movies are hard to make, and oh yeah, I'm at the Golden Globes, and oh yeah, I could know how to do a one take shot. It's not funny. Show's not funny.
Haven't seen it.
But also the thing about Rogan that pisses me off is like his continued quest to deny critics the right to fucking say whatever they want. It's baffling to me how someone that is that liberal wants to silence fucking critics from doing their jobs because he can't take criticisms for products that suck.
I don't know anything about this.
He went on, you don't know about his endless like anti-critics sort of thing?
No.
You should really look it up. This is a guy who has gone out there and said that like his recent comments were that film critics need to consider the artist's feelings and mental state when they are reviewing things.
This is Sethy Rogues.
Yes. And it's like, no, I'm just going to figure out. I am not thinking about that. Thinking about whether the movie is good or not, the show is good or not.
This is the
And
Green Hornet you're talking about?
I'm talking about he's saying this on the press
Wait,
run.
this is the Green Hornet you're talking about.
I'm talking about that guy. I'm talking about the guy that is saying this on the press run for The Invite, one of the best reviewed films of the year. I'm saying this from a man that won every critic and industry prize for a television show that sucks, but that everyone said it was great. And then he is now saying, you know what, critics, you should probably think a little bit more. Could it also be that maybe you should produce better things or write better things, or you work in a field which is comedy that is the most subjective art form that we have?
I need you to take a step back, consider your current mental and emotional state, maybe rethink your opinion.
I don't know. Maybe I should.
I
Maybe
think
think
you
about the
should.
fact that most of the people writing those reviews don't have fucking jobs in healthcare while you're sitting there smoking weed at your fucking house, Seth Rogen.
I thought film criticism was in a pretty good place right now. Did I read that wrong? Hmm.
What's next? Is he gonna fucking hang out with David Ellison on a fucking island or something?
I was at a store that we frequent yesterday, and
Can't
somehow word got
can't,
out.
can't say the store.
I don't. It's a little shop downtown.
Oh, okay.
Uh, and one of the people who's familiar with us, I don't know how word got out that I'm a movie guy.
Man,
I hate it
it's
when that
made it around
happens.
town.
Apparently,
No, just in time
but
for you to
they,
get out the fuck out of town.
yeah,
I
exactly.
guess so.
Thank God.
Don't let anybody in Birmingham
But
know
she
you're gonna
was
be
like,
you're gonna be the Gene Shalit of Birmingham.
yeah. Oh, R.I.P.
You could,
to the
yeah, I
king.
know. 100 years old,
Mel Brooks, 100.
rocking that stash. Yeah, it'll probably be soon for Mel Brooks.
Hey,
What?
don't you put that on him. Anyway, she said, "Oh, I heard you're in the movie world." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm like a film critic. I'm in the Atlanta Film Critic Circle." And she's like, "My son is an editor."
Oh,
And I
I've
was
heard this
like,
one before.
"Man, oh man."
I've heard this one
I
before.
told him to email you, and I'm gonna be like, "Man,
What the fuck you want me
I
to
don't
do?
make, I don't make anything. Like I can get you a contact for like people that work at film festivals or something, but
I
that's
get
about the best I can do for you."
I get people from my parents and stuff. They sent their friends are like, yeah, he wants to be an editor or he wants to be a cinematographer, and
No, she was telling me all about he does this great. He won an award at his school's film festival
who
for
gives a shit?
he did sort of this fake reality show short film. I was
I'm
like,
sure
okay,
you'd watch it and you'd be like, God,
cool.
can I find
I
the?
bet it's great. It's probably great, and I hope he gets a flourishing career as an editor.
No,
Okay.
you don't mean any of
Yes, I
that.
do. I hope he does great.
Then fucking review it. Fucking watch the short or
I
whatever.
wasn't sent a link.
Well,
Don't have access.
well, maybe that says a lot about that short.
No.
You got to have confidence. You got to put yourself out there.
Anyway, Isabella.
I think this movie also. Okay, one, all these guys. Come on.
The
Let's.
crew? You talking about the crew?
I'm gonna talk about this crew. You see a
Baby
girl.
Bale?
You see a girl walk through the doors with that hairdo, even in that time period where everybody else doesn't have that. Y'all think that that's the most desirable thing on the planet?
No,
What?
we're not doing that again.
I
We're
mean,
not
like,
doing that again.
I mean, the hair's
We're not
bad.
we're not doing that again.
Like, it's a flaw of the film.
We've already gotten in trouble once for doing that. That is enough. I'm not doing it anymore. Also, it was a different time, different. I mean, I have
Yeah,
no
that was
problem
the
with that.
look.
She's a very pretty woman.
Not in this film. Not in this film. I don't get it.
Yikes. I'm steering
I don't think. I don't think. I don't think.
clear.
I think the desire in this film. Don't get it.
Well, can I tell you
And it's
one
all
thing?
just about the money.
That
Then.
can I tell you one thing that was on my mind?
Hmm.
All I have for you is one word.
Hmm.
Tenet. Martin Donovan.
Yeah.
This has become a Martin Donovan pod.
It really has. He's
Two Donovans in a month.
he's good.
He is quite good.
He's good. Malkovich is good. Vigo's good in his like 3 scenes.
I like Vigo, little baby Vigo.
Gotta tell you, Vigo, just an
He's a
absolute
handsome boy.
snack in this movie, man. That's the thing.
He's handsome.
They're all acting circles around Kidman. That's the problem.
I just like seeing Shelley Duvall. That was fun.
She's kind of good.
I mean,
For what Shelley
you
Duvall
kind of
can
know
be.
what you're getting with
Yeah.
Shelley Duvall.
I mean, it's not really again
Doesn't really fit the setting,
little angel at my
but
table.
that's kind of a
situation
fun
with
flourish,
Shelley Duvall.
you
When
know?
you really think about it, Cooper
Yeah.
kind of angeled at my table with her. You know, when you really think about it.
Richard E. Grant, who by like he had some sort of God-given right to be in any movie with this setting for about 15 years.
And he's great in his three scenes.
Love him.
Young Bale,
Bale, putting in the work.
kind of
Nothing
like trying to get
particularly
out of the
memorable,
Newsies,
but
Little Women era, trying to, vamp up. I still think if Bale was Odysseus, people would be 1000% more into the Odyssey than they already are, even though that's like,
they seem pretty into the
they
Odyssey.
seem pretty into
I
it.
think it'll do fine.
But Bale would have killed that role.
Yeah,
He would have destroyed it. Imagine like Bale returning to Nolan for that role.
that would be fun.
I'd see it every week. I'd see it every day. Bale, because
You're still gonna see it every day.
I'm still going to see it every day because I love Damon. I think we underrate Damon.
I love Damon,
Man,
Doctor Man.
you're a little doctor man.
Apparently,
You got Jay got in trouble with Josh because you didn't
Josh
want to
Parham,
say.
friend of the show, said I'm the doctor. Or no, well, he called me out for
I
being a coward, and then
Yep,
Ryan called me the Doctor Man of Director Watch.
you are Doctor Man. I like that he spells it like Michael Mann too. Didn't think about that.
Hold on, I just put something. Man is
Don't
actually the bad.
don't do it.
Wow, I never really. That's
Didn't
crazy.
put, this is a joke you've done for like the decade that I
That's.
know
I
you.
mean, that's crazy. I actually never put two and two together until just now, but that's nuts. Like the
You
intelligence level of that.
Josh is gonna kill you. He's gonna kill you. I'm just gonna put this out there. You see someone show up at your doorstep, it's just Josh there to throat punch you.
Hey, quit distracting me from talking about this movie, maybe.
No, I mean like I think this is a flawed film from its lead, the script, and the central direction of its director. I think it's completely flawed. I like movies like this. I don't mind stiff upper lip British or mostly British contemporary, like the period pieces that feel like this, like not contemporary period pieces that feel like this. I love Age of Innocence. The Merchant Ivory stuff is really good. I like stuff like this, Jay. Because one, these are movies that we don't really get anymore a lot of the time.
hmm
And when we get them, they're usually like, I don't know, like the Sense and Sensibility movie that's about to come out, and like there's no one's asking for that thing, and yet we're gonna get it, and I don't care about it, but I'm sure we're gonna see it, and it'll be whatever. This is different because like James's novel, not a lot of people really know about it. You get to explore an author that is not like Jane Austen um, or Shakespeare or whatever. You get to go into these period pieces, and you get to explore something like this woman's sexuality, her awakening, which we've talked about before with Campion. Talk about class and manipulation of that, and the webs that movies like this can weave behind the scenes for power and for money and for control. And this movie has all those elements, right, Jay? It has every element of that you would want.
hmm
But something is just off at
It
every
doesn't
turn.
coalesce.
It doesn't come together. It doesn't gel. And I do think that Kidman is not up to the task. And I don't think that she's
Where is Kidman at this point in her career?
particularly good in this. And I don't know if, and I kind of, I feel it's like you said, the limitations of her being in this. I think the central premise of all this is of her being the most desirable, young, obtainable thing for all these men to fawn over. I don't buy it. I think that's in the performance, but then I also just think Campion herself is sort of aimless in, do I want to make it about about the power and the money? Do I want to make it about her awakening? Do I want to make it about then the dread of decisions of years of being in these relationships? And then also the movie just ends and it doesn't say anything. Like it just kind of was like, well, everything's kind of shitty, isn't it? And that's just how it ends. And I was like, That's
No,
it.
that's
Kind of
not how
it, to me. It was like, what did I watch all this for? Like, what was the point of any of this? Feels very aimless.
well, there is an argument that it has a similar, you can see the an angel at my table corollaries in this film where it is this person who is put down and put down and put down. I think if anything, this is about the kind of naive optimism of the new world. And then you go back to Europe in this place that is so kind of worn and beaten down into a unique brand of cynicism that will come to infect the new world as well. But this is the youthful, a slightly more youthful United States, um, going back to the old country, if you will, and realizing that in this place where the manners are so firmly rooted, it is almost impossible to, no, you can't cut through them. You can't pull that root out of the ground. It is there forever. And you have someone in a country who is still trying to figure out exactly who it is going there. And you could really say that she is the metaphor for America to a certain extent. Obviously, the fact that she's a female plays a large part in that as well. But I think that to me is the most interesting vein that the movie has. I think if you look at the story on the most literal level, it's stuffy and uninteresting, but there's stuff. There's stuff. But it just on a pure, did I like watching this level? No, plainly no. But if you
I just kept waiting for
look
it to
back in
turn.
hindsight, there are things to break down, but the actual act of watching the movie, it is a handsomely drawn film. I think
It's just a stickler
the
for a living.
performances are hit and miss. To your point, I do agree. This was Kidman. This was a little bit of a flex for Kidman. This was her trying to be like, I'm here.
I can do it.
This was her coming off of Batman Forever and To Die
Oh,
For,
ooh,
still in the shadow of
to die for great, great
Tom
kid.
Cruise.
She's
Um,
she's a very important person
she
in
had
Batman Forever.
started trying to be taken a little more seriously in stuff like Malice,
Yeah, that movie's all right.
and Far and Away. But
Ooh.
that's another Cruise thing where she's
Do
just,
you
strapped onto
do you like that
Cruise's
one?
side. Haven't seen it.
That one's rough accents.
I mean, we
The
love
movie.
Ron Howard.
It's rough.
It's crazy that Ron Howard is only 72.
What? I feel like Ron Howard's like
97.
85, 90.
Yeah. He feels
Well,
like he should be Marty's
well,
age.
I guess because he was a kid on uh Andy Griffith, right?
Yeah.
And
Like a little
God,
kid.
he has been in the consciousness for
That is a man. That is a Hollywood man.
that is a 60-year plus career we're talking about. He has endured a lot. And he hasn't made a good movie in 2 decades.
Is that true?
Okay, maybe 1 decade. When was Rush? I like Rush.
2013.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Elegy.
Shut up.
Some people liked 13 Lives.
Good for them. I disagree.
Anyway,
What's his rundown? What's he been? What's
the
he
last
made?
decade.
Give me 21st century Ron Howard.
Oh, geez, that's a lot of movies.
I know.
We will do
Give
it
it to me.
quickly. Grinch,
Bad.
Beautiful Mind,
Mid to bad.
The Missing.
Oh, is that the Western with Kate Blanchett and
Yeah, yeah,
Tommy Lee
yeah.
Jones?
hmm
Surprisingly, all right.
Okay, Cinderella Man.
Mid.
I think Cinderella's Man is pretty bad. Da Vinci Code, bad. Frost Nixon. You
Mid.
know,
We saw
Angels
it.
and Demons, bad. The Dilemma, bad.
Oh, I like
Rush,
Angels and
good.
Demons.
No, I have not seen. I must admit, I skipped out on the second one and the
Eh,
third one.
Okay. Angels and Demons actually are like a pretty good thriller. The Da Vinci Code's bad. What did you say? The Dilemma?
The
Horrible.
Dilemma, horrible.
Rush is good.
good. In the Heart of the Sea.
Bad.
Never saw that one.
That's
Uh,
Hemsworth film.
I know I should stick
You
up
should
for my
watch it.
guy.
You're a big Hemsworth
A
guy.
lot of people stick up for In the Heart of the Sea as like a movie, but obviously a disastrous
Tom Holland in
performer
it
at the
too.
box office. Oh man, that movie cost $100 million. Solo, a Star Wars story.
Bad.
Enough said.
Not even his film, honestly.
Hillbilly Elegy, maybe not a great movie, but did good things for the world.
Jay, be careful.
13 Lives, which is
Nope.
okay
Nope.
ish.
Nope.
Eden, I have not seen.
Bad.
I got to check out Eden.
It's bad.
I think it's on Netflix.
On the flex?
And his next film is Alone at Dawn. Adam Driver, Anne Hathaway, Betty Gilpin.
Oh,
Hello.
Betty Gilpin, important person?
I saw um, half of that movie, Office Romance.
Oh, the one with
J Lo
J Lo
and
and
Brett
Brett
Goldstein.
Goldstein.
She is in that, and she is very pregnant.
Brett Goldstein, I talk a lot like this.
She's looking great.
I'm on Ted Lasso. I'm
Yeah,
also
he kind of
on.
he does. I wouldn't say he's the most
Yeah,
versatile actor in the
yeah,
world.
I'm on Shrinking. I killed your mum.
Love Shrinking.
I love that show. It's so good.
Anyway,
I'm gonna,
that's
I'm
Ron
gonna,
Howard.
I'm gonna kick a soccer ball. Yeah, there's not. It's not a glowing filmography. It's pretty bad. It's not a director we're ever going to cover on this podcast.
What are the three best performances and the three worst performances in this movie?
Well, the worst performance is Nicole Kidman.
I think it's Mary-Louise, then Nicole Kidman.
I think Mary-Louise Parker's like they can share the fucking award. I think Barbara Hershey is probably the best because
I
she's
think
given the.
Malkovich is the best.
I think Malkovich is second. I think when they're both together and they're both doing this dangerous liaison, fatal attraction sort of, or not fatal attraction, cruel intention sort of relationship. I think those are the best scenes. They're electric because
Malkovich,
they're terrifying.
Donovan, Hershey would be my top three.
Donovan's third. I think third worst.
Who doesn't love Martin Donovan?
I'm going to tell you the third worst.
Okay.
It's Bale.
Bale.
Bale is rough in
I
this.
guess you could say that because to me, he leaves absolutely no impression,
Exactly.
which is crazy to say about Christian Bale.
Because, like, here's the thing: like, Christian Bale in this era is an actor where it's like, if I just watched like Little Women, Newsies, this side of like type of performance from him in this era, I would lose so much money if I sold the stock. You know what I mean? If I said he's got no juice, and then this would be the shape shifting performer of a generation, and which is crazy when you think about it. Because then he kind of grows up in about 5 years and he's Christian fucking Bale. And now he's back to like, he's just not even doing anything anymore, which is sad. And we talked about this on the Nolan series. It's like, when is that guy returning?
He's gotten his guys, and his guys are not the people we wish they were.
He's not even like Nolan's not even his guy anymore.
No. That's
Yeah,
not his guy.
that ship has sailed.
It's freaking McKay and what's his name?
Scott Cooper.
Scott Cooper.
And no, it's not McKay.
I mean, he likes working with McKay.
I would say he's worked with, David O. Russell more than McKay.
Yeah, David,
The
because
Fighter.
he's in the Madden movie too, isn't he?
He's the Madden movie. He was in Amsterdam. He was in fucking The Fighter and American Hustle. That's 4 David O. Russell films.
I love that for him.
I've seen David O. Russell in person. It's terrifying. The
I mean,
hairpiece.
I keep
Hairpiece
thinking
is
that he
rough.
hasn't really done any movies, but
He's working. And he did the.
since 2018, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the end of this year, it'll be 8. That's a movie a year on average.
The only.
He hasn't been in a
thing-
movie since, well, until this year, 2023. The Bride, baby.
Bride was rough. But I'll also say his best out of all of those since 2019, Ford v Ferrari.
Don't get me started.
And that's just That's just a banger. Did you see that thing that Jodie Foster said about F1? Where she thought it like, where she basically said it was like AI.
Wait, say that again?
She so she was at a conference and she was talking about like AI. They asked her about AI in the film industry and everything. She's like, "Oh yeah, it's in there. It's around. People are using it." I mean, this is no shade at the movie, but she basically was just like insinuating that like the script and the movie and the construction of F1 felt like it was made by AI.
Oh,
And
felt like.
yeah, she was like, if you watch that film and you told me that's I would believe it. It was still entertaining, but it feels like it's AI. Like the dialogue, the way that the cameras are set, the way it looks. She basically called F1 AI. And it was like, damn,
Well,
Jody.
not literally though.
I mean, she implied that that movie was
That
AI.
isn't that if what you just said is what she said, I don't think that's what she was
I'll
saying.
pull it up word for word, but I was giving you the broad strokes
Ford
of it.
versus Ferrari, fair skinned brunette in that one. We'd love to see it.
Oh, Katrina Balfe?
Hmm.
She's great in that movie.
She's
She,
great in freaking
Belfast.
yes. She's so good in that movie. A movie that is kind of nonsense, but she's great in it. And so is what's his name?
I don't say
Dornan.
this disparagingly. How could I? This movie went on to make millions of dollars. But I look at a movie like F1 and I'm like, F1 was made by AI, wasn't it? I mean, it had to be. The structure was exactly the structure that you learn in school. The actors say the lines exactly the way it would be written if it was a computer was writing it exactly what would be the right thing to say at that time. And they were being able to dominate the technology to make something big and beautiful and potentially where a lot of places of information come
Okay, and
from.
I still don't think she means that literally.
I mean, the
She
structure
was she was just saying it as a way to
written as if a
criticize
computer was following.
the lack of creativity in the film. She was saying there was
Jodie
no
Foster says a Apple's F1 seems like it was made by AI and written as if a computer was following the structure that
but
you
she said
learn in school.
written as if it was, implying that there were people writing it, but they had absolutely no creative juice in the creation of that screenplay.
Well, if she's saying and implying that it was AI, then and if it was written, she would say the
Well,
AI
that's what the headline says,
that the
not what her
AI
quote says.
was written like that.
No, she's saying
It's what I talked
it
about
was
last
written
week.
as if it was
It's
AI.
what I talked about a couple weeks ago with the Furious, where there's the blurred line of like, is it not?
Well, yeah, it's like
And and
half of
that's
people's letterbox review blurbs.
that's a very interesting thing. I think I didn't see it, and I didn't feel that when I watched F1, but I thought about it a little bit. Anyway,
I mean,
um,
it's a very derivative movie for sure.
why doesn't this movie work?
I mean, I feel like we've kind of been talking about it a little bit.
Do you
It's
think
it.
you think it's because like this is Campion and the same screenwriter from Angel at My Table, it's her crew, but like Jay, like I think this movie,
I think
you're right.
internalization is. I think repression, suppression, internalization is a really hard thing to portray on screen.
But she's done this before.
That's true.
If
Maybe
anyone knows how,
this is the exception that proves the rule about how good she is at it.
is it the source material of itself? You think being too
I think it's I for me, honestly, it is just I think this is a very difficult period in history to make
cover?
viscerally compelling.
Hmm. I agree,
Gowns, beautiful gowns, all that stuff.
but
But
she's
it's
trying to push it. But does she not? But she doesn't push it enough. When you say,
I
I
I
feel
think
like she's
she's
had odds in a
I think she's
conversation with this
definitely
movie.
kind of challenging herself to portray this internal life that is hidden away.
Hmm.
But I think I talk very often about how to me movies are the ultimate medium. It's the culmination of writing, audio, visual, music, performance, all that stuff. But books can do a much better job of communicating unspoken emotion just by their very nature. And so I think that is what can make something very, very difficult to adapt. They talk a lot about, oh, this thing is unadaptable because of the sprawling story or the way that it's constructed or what have you. I would say something like this is even more difficult to capture, to convert from literature to a movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's the disconnect, in
I
my
agree.
opinion.
I
I haven't read the
agree.
book, so I can't really, I'm speaking out of my ass, but that's sort of the impression I get.
I agree with you. I mean, like knowing some of James's text and I took a glance because it's on my bookshelf. It's a book I've wanted to read for a while, and I meant to get to it
And now
for
that you
the
saw the
series.
movie, you're doubly excited about it.
Well, I mean, it may be a better book than it might be a better
Yeah,
film.
it could be.
But to me, it felt like such a missed opportunity.
It feels very beholden to the type
Text
of, yes, exactly.
it,
Except
but
for
it
a few flourishes.
which is you're like, God damn it! I kind of wish you were doing more of this. I kind of wish you were exploring the space, taking your riff on this. Um, I'm not going to say that she needed to go this far, but like this is the difference with like a when you see a Marie Antoinette, and this is the problem with anybody. Everyone's tries to do that, but I think they misinterpret. Like Fennell, I think misinterprets because she used that as a heavy inspiration for her Wuthering Heights. And I say that like the point of Marie Antoinette is that if you as a director have a style and have a way you make films, you're bringing that to
I
this
mean, yeah, that
piece,
is the
this time
most
period.
extreme example
It
in
is.
history.
No,
But
it
yes,
is. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like when we
yeah.
talked about that film, like that movie works because that director's voice feels significantly the same as the type of choices that are being made. And if somebody else had done the exact same thing, used the exact same needle drops, used the exact same color palette and performances and everything, it wouldn't feel right. Like something would be off about it. But Coppola makes it work. And why that movie is so great is because of the voice behind it. And I feel that Campion,
Well, then there's other people who are like, this insistence on
well, they're wrong.
imprinting modernity onto this story is bullshit. And, whatever, whatever, whatever.
Well, those people are in the minority because
This to
it's really come
me,
back around.
the problem
This,
with Portrait of a Lady is it lacks any of the transgression that
yeah,
I think makes Jane Campion an exceptional
it's
filmmaker.
too button up.
This you could say
But it
An Angel
wants,
at My Table is fairly straightforward in this presentation, but that was to a
sure.
certain extent her still kind of figuring it out. But the
It's
piano,
also,
Holy Smoke, In the Cut, Bright Star, and The Power of the Dog all have things that make them feel a little naughty
yeah.
to a certain extent. And this movie has the one scene where all the guys are feeling her up in the bed that was a
And
dream sequence, and
it's a
then
really good
the
sequence,
I like that
honestly.
sequence a lot. And then the silent film Dolly
Well,
homage.
and I mean, even a part that you made fun of and I don't like either, the opening credits. That's at least her trying
It's
something.
a thing.
It's a thing. You get half a point. You know what I mean for it. You know what I mean? Or maybe a
I actually think that
quarter point.
is so on the nose that I don't give it any.
I know. But like you know what I'm trying to say. Like at least it's trying something different.
Yeah.
But the movie that's it. The thing about it is like you mentioned Kidman's other performances where like before this, where like To Die For or Malice or Batman Forever. Even she's the most desirable woman on the planet in those films. She's an incredibly gorgeous person.
Hmm.
And this movie just strips her of all of that.
You just hate her hair. Just say it. Just
No,
say just
I
say the
think
only thing that's keeping you from thinking she's desirable is the hair.
I think it's a lot of it. I
She's
think
incredibly
no, but
beautiful in this
I
movie.
said this earlier. This movie presents her as no, because like I wouldn't even say Michelle Pfeiffer's hair in The Age of Innocence is great hair, but they present her as
I mean,
this tractor beam of intelligence and
Well, that's what
uh,
Michelle
uh,
Pfeiffer is, one of the greats of all time.
yeah, like but that's what that whole thing is. He's willing to, and Winona Ryder's not bad
I
looking either. He's
no,
willing to put it all on the line. He's got a good choice
hold
either
on. I'm
way.
looking. I'm looking at a picture for fair skinned brunette. Interesting. Um,
But but like what I'm saying is that the movie, and it is the hair, but it's also just the way in which they present this character. I don't feel that Campion and the screenwriter had nearly enough to go on here to present the argument that this is this, uh, Laura Jones wrote the screenplay for this as well. And they don't present this person as why the moon and the sun and the earth would revolve around these three guys to want her to begin with, why she would have this attraction to all of them. And then Malkovich, even like Malkovich is all manipulation. Like that's not the same thing here. Like he's not falling in love with her. It's all about the money.
Crazy that they chose Malkovich for that role.
It's a perfect role for him. But he's done it before. That's the other thing. He's done this before. Hershey's not done this before, and she's great in this film. And that's the thing, is every part around it is set up. It's like when you have a great bunch of role players, but your superstar's just not good enough. And they
You
have
know what
trades.
Malkovich? You know what Malkovich's character has had many times in the world of this movie.
Mm,
A little Hershey kiss.
but you've been waiting all episode to say
I had
that.
that just came. That just came to me.
No, you've been.
It did. No, truly, it just.
I
It
bet you
really
if I
just
pull
did.
up your fucking notes,
I
you have that
will.
written
Oh
down.
yeah, it's on my notes app. Yeah. I've just formulated a theory in my head,
Okay.
and it is that this is the exact inverse of the piano. In the piano, the limitation that that film has is that the main character cannot speak.
That's
And I
right.
feel like because that is the shackle around that character, I feel like Campion has a willingness to make it more explicit and romantic and sultry, and allow everything around that internalization become much more extreme and stylish and aesthetically pleasing and thrilling and bold. And in this film, it almost feels like a reaction to that,
Yeah.
where every the challenge for her is to have this world that does have such wealth and grandiosity, and in theory people can do basically whatever they want, but they are shackled by the moral expectations and manners of the period, where they are not allowed to sort of act on their carnal impulses or anything. They're in polite society. And so it seems to me that it was like, what if I didn't allow myself to do any of the stuff I did in the piano while still setting it in a, higher society, but we're not out in the jungle. We're not, we're in this totally polite society, and therefore I'm going to make a film that has completely inverted rules from the one that I imposed on the piano. And I think the piano is the inverse of the Portrait of a Lady because I love the piano.
I I I don't disagree with anything you said there, Jay. I also think that too the whole first half of this movie, or the first third of this movie, tries to also say about Kidman is that like she is, that Isabel is this so smart and so intelligent and all this other stuff and everything. And she falls for like easily the most mustache twirling people on the planet. Like if you can't see that coming, like my God, like then
I mean, the guy looks like John Malkovich. Of course he's going to end up being evil.
but also yeah, like Malkovich is always
You seen Malkovich's other movies?
yeah, he's yeah.
Isabel?
Isabel, have you watched the other films of John Malkovich?
Have you seen Rounders, which comes out like 3 years after this movie was
Have
made?
you
And
literally
150 at 150 years after this movie takes place?
there you go. But like what I'm saying here is that even with those decisions that are made and when those revelations are found out, I don't think the film takes enough time to fully explore the damages that she's had to her life, the lost opportunity that she's had. It kind of just like brushes by those by the end, Jay. It's not written enough for that, for her to have a catharsis and for Kidman to have a moment
Hmm.
where she is given the opportunity to have a scene or have a monologue or an event or something take place where Isabella gains back her agency, gains back, finds her voice, finds her sense, um, finds a conclusion for her life now beyond once the revelation happens about the plan to plot to steal her money and all this stuff, and or the fact that she accepted this life and that it is an incomplete one. There's none of that there, and that is a problem with the film. Is this the entire construction and deconstruction and conclusion of this character is poorly done and executed, from the performance to the page to the care from the director. And it is crazy because when you talk about An Angel at My Table, and you just mentioned the piano as well and how that character is formed, you brilliantly stated everything. There's care and detail put in every single decision for the most part.
There's such thing as
And
too much subtlety.
this film, I wouldn't even, it's not even subtlety. It's just like lack of thing. It's like you found other things more interesting than the fucking protagonist of your film. And that's the thing, is that the protagonist in the book had to have been more interesting than what you presented here.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
think
even
I
if it's not, you have a responsibility to make it better than what it once was on the page and presentable to an audience where it doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel misplaced, it doesn't feel
dry. That's the word I've kind of been looking for this whole time. It is
yeah.
very dry. I feel like the self-imposed challenge that Campion set out was to try and take the most exteriorly on the exterior, completely bland,
Mhm.
uninteresting character and portray a great deal of internal strife within her.
Yeah.
And I don't think she really gets there.
Yeah.
And I think
It's
that is partly Kidman.
yeah. Give Kidman maybe in 10 years could do this, but she would be too old for it.
What's the
Not
best Kidman?
like her best ever.
Like her best, yeah. I mean, what was Kidman's peak?
I think her peak was probably in the early 2000s when she was in like Moulin Rouge and she's in um
You don't think it's
Birth
now when she's in every streaming TV
and
show?
she's in Lioness season 2. No, I think she's in her like I'll do anything phase. And there are some things that can be good.
The Perfect Couple.
Like I think the
What
first
is
season of
Scarpetta? That is not a real show.
yeah, it's the one with her and Jamie Lee Curtis on Amazon Prime.
Incorrect, fake. She's in Margot's Got Money Problems.
Yeah, and she's got like a small part in that, but
Man,
that's really
crazy.
Pfeiffer. That's really Pfeiffer and Elle Fanning. Elle Fanning, great actress. We
Big
don't talk
fan.
we don't talk enough about how great she is.
Yeah,
So
I guess it would be like, yeah, Practical Magic, Eyes Wide Shut, Moulin Rouge, The Others, The Hours.
where she wins her Oscar,
Then she gets into the Lars von Trier era.
hmm which is she's got some good stuff in there.
She produced In the Cut.
Yes, she did.
How about that?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, your Cold Mountain. See, doesn't work for me in Cold Mountain.
Doesn't work for me either, but I can understand at the time working
But and
working in that.
then that we get into weird Nicole
Do it.
Kidman,
Say it.
where she well, I mean,
Bewitched.
there's so much stuff, and I'm talking like Birth,
Birth's good.
um, yeah, and a little Glazer.
Little Glazer goes a long way. Is that guy gonna make another movie in like 20 years? I guess
I mean, kind of seems to be his cadence.
that's fine with me. Every time he makes a movie, it's good stuff. Uh,
The Paper Boy.
wild. Have you ever seen that film?
No.
Some wild stuff. That's
Yeah,
got
stuff like
things.
Rabbit Hole.
Rabbit Hole, good. She's great in that movie. Her and Eckhart, Miles Teller.
Yeah, that's one I haven't seen.
She's got good. She's got interesting stuff, but I do think that early 2000s is like her prime.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. That run I kind of rattled off
That's
there
a
was a great
crazy run.
combination of commercial success and critical acclaim.
Yeah, and she's like, for the most part, at the like front and center of all those films.
Gets her Oscar.
Yes, she does. And then after that, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. I don't think she'll ever.
Aquaman's mom.
I don't think she'll ever get back though to that era.
No, 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 no.
I think I wouldn't even call her like a veteran actor. I wouldn't even call her a superstar. I just think she is an actor. And that's not to be
You know
mean.
what?
Just
Shout out to her. I did not realize she maintained this kind of relationship with Campion. She was in Top of the Lake,
mhm,
China Girl,
mhm.
and then produced In the Cut,
Yeah.
and then was in this film.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, like, and it also makes sense for her to work with Jane. You know, like
Am I going to have to watch Top of the Frickin' Lake?
we're not doing a show on it.
I know, but I feel like I should for just for the sake of
You wanna
thoroughness.
you wanna watch a television series? You're fucking terrible at that.
I know I'm so bad at it.
Well, I mean, you also got a life. The fact that you're doing the movies is good enough.
I don't know. I got to give the people what they want. I got to give them a 5 minute aside on what I think of Top of the Lake
A
after I
20-hour
spend
series.
20 hours watching it.
Yeah, it's a real shame because I do think the production design here, I think the look of it, it all is there, but it's just missing things. It's a movie that,
Yes.
man, as I was watching it, you're right, Jay. I just felt like I didn't feel mad. I didn't feel bored. I just kind of felt like I was watching it. You know what I mean? You ever have
It
that
kind
where
of
you're just like,
washes over you.
you're
Yeah.
just kind of like,
Just like, huh,
okay, oh, yeah,
there it is.
like
Portrait of a Lady.
they did it.
Look at that.
It also doesn't help that this movie now, like most of its name, when you're looking it up in the world,
On fire. In
nobody,
fuego.
yeah, on fire, just like destroyed this thing because now it's just like, yeah, I want to watch Portrait of a Lady. You're like, on fire? No, she's perfectly dry, um, and not on fire. You know, which that movie, oh
Kindling did not spark. That movie is a masterpiece.
yeah, that's one of the only times ever we've done a review, and I've seen you basically combust with excitement.
I was absolutely thrilled when I saw that movie the first time. I mean, just awestruck, basically.
That's when I knew you had taste.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this. That's what I knew.
I think I had that as my number 3 of the decade.
Yeah, that is your number one of that year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was your number one of that decade? The Master?
T of L, bro.
Oh, Tree of Life. Sorry. And then two was The Master?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
3 was either Portrait or First Reformed.
That's a good movie.
A lot of Schrader talk here
When's
recently.
Schrader ever going to get back to making a movie like that? Like a good
His will be written by AI. His girlfriend.
She's tapping away. Wait, which relationship will end first? The relationship with Paul Schrader with his AI girlfriend or Bill Belichick and the girlfriend in North Carolina?
I believe Paul Schrader and the AI have already broken up, unfortunately.
That's sad. I'm worried about Bill Belichick.
I think he's being held hostage.
I think so too. I think that woman is crazy. I think that woman's insane. And honestly, good for her. After all the Spygate stuff and all the terrible things Bill Belichick's done, it would totally make sense that he would get
Yeah, you
grifted
act like
into
you
this.
care about the well-being of Bill Belichick.
I'm going to say this: no one cares about the Bill Belichick, especially you, Mister
That is true.
28-3, right? Right, Jay. What was worse? My Spurs losing that game 3 the way they did, or 28-3?
It's not even close, man.
It's 28-3.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not even an argument to be made.
Is it the biggest collapse in sports history?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Well, I'm just asking.
It's
There's a lot of
it's closest my now wife ever came breaking up with me.
I
It's a
would say
terrible
the
night.
worst collapse for a series is the Yankees to the Red Sox in '04 because they're
Uh,
down. They were up 3-0. It's the only time it's ever
I
happened.
doesn't matter. We were up 28-3
But you're up 28-3 in the second half.
with like 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
It is unfathomable
If
that
you
that
ever saw
happened.
Kyle Shanahan in real life, how would you go up to and say what the like
If
you
the
don't know?
49ers ever win a Super Bowl, I'll be pretty pissed off.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
I don't think so either.
Not with Brock Purdy as their quarterback.
Anyway,
Anyway, Portrait of a Lady. It's just a disappointment.
it is a disappointment.
It's a
I
disappointment.
hate
Buddy.
being so kind of dismissive of it, but
I hate so too. But it was the
I
movie
just
that
wish
was.
there was more to even for me to even grab onto, I guess. It's slippery.
Yeah.
And for some people that might be a feature, but for me it is a bug.
God, Mary.
It is an elusive movie. I find it a little confounding.
I'm just thinking about Mary-Louise Parker in this movie and just absolutely, totally miscast. It's.
Well,
And here's the thing. First 40 minutes, I was kind of sitting there and being like, why did I not like this? And then it turns and I'm like, why did I think that I would like this? Like it was like, that's how I felt by the end. Last 30 minutes, I just thought was rough. But what was the next film?
always the next film, man.
Jay, hey,
Yes.
how you doing, buddy?
A little bummed out. I was just thinking about when Mary-Louise Parker got dumped by Billy Crudup when she was pregnant.
Wait,
Not cool. Not cool, Billy.
Crudup did that?
Oh yeah.
But Crudup's like the guy.
I historically have I like Billy Crudup on screen, but yes, it is. I think that is actually a fairly famous event just because I think he started getting less work after that.
Yeah,
Because I
that
think
makes
people were like,
sense.
"You're a jerk, man."
Is it like how Tom Brady did that to Bridget Moynihan?
Their relationship ended in 2003 when Parker, who was 7 months pregnant with their son, discovered Crudup was leaving her for actress Claire Danes.
Wow.
hmm
And then we're Crudup and Danes together for a while.
Let's check it out. Billy Crudup's romantic history. They were
Is he?
together for 3 years,
Hmm.
and
He's
he's now married to Naomi
Naomi
Watts.
Watts. Yeah.
Which, like, in a vacuum, I'm like, cool couple. But then you're like, Billy, he's got some
Naomi
baggage.
Watts was married for a long time to Leo Shriver. That's who they had
Uh,
kids with. So,
not married, I don't think.
or partnered.
Yes.
Okay. But you heard what I said about Tom Brady, right? He did the kind of same thing. But
Yeah, with
he's embraced the kid, Bridget
what's her
Moynihan.
name? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Before we get
I mean,
out of
I could
here.
have told you Tom Brady not the best guy.
Yeah. Megan, my wife, always says he really wanted to play that extra year of football instead of just
At
staying
the
with
at
his
at
wife.
the expense of his marriage, yeah. Imagine Giselle
Stay home
being
with me
being like, all
or
right,
play
here's what you
football
can do. You can either live your life with a supermodel who has even more money than you do and your children, or you can break this family in half and play one more meaningless season of football.
with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
He took the football
Mm-hmm.
and then he lost to the Cowboys in the playoffs. That's
Yep.
that's how low as it got.
Who is Bridget Moynihan in? Oh, she's the other assassin in John Wick.
No, she's his wife.
Oh, the wife.
She's dead
You're
wife. She's
right.
Nolan's favorite character.
The other assassin is Adrian
Yeah,
Palicki.
from Friday Night
Yes.
Lights.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Before we get
John's
out,
beloved and devoted wife.
who we get like two scenes with, and
Mhm.
they're like 5 seconds apiece. Before we get out of here, We're going to
It's
test your
mostly
words
about the
use of
dog.
knowledge based on the film we just reviewed, The Portrait of a Lady. In a segment we like to call It's an Honor to Get Nominated. Now, Jay, we talked a lot about awards the last episode, Campion.
Yes.
But did the Academy say, let's do 2 in a row? Or did they say, no bueno?
I got one absolute knock out of the park, no doubter.
Okay.
Stooms.
Jay,
Got those Stooms?
it got those stooms.
Best costumes. Do you have the nominees for that in
I
that
will
year?
in a second. You need
Okay.
to.
How about production design?
No,
No production design.
no.
I'm going to say no actors. I'm going to say no other nom. I'm just going costumes. Only lone nom costumes.
You would be incorrect. And I'm trying to pull up the year
What else
here.
would it be? Not score, not cinematography, I don't think. Cinematography?
Nope.
Is it above the line?
Best supporting actress.
Hirsch?
Hirsch. She got in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Stooms and Hirsch.
Yeah, why not?
You seem so mad that it was Hirsch.
No, she's good. She's good.
She's the best part of this film. Either that or Malkovich.
Yeah, they're good.
She lost to
Hmm.
Juliette Binoche for The English Patient. The Stooms? You asked for the Stooms.
This is a very not my taste. Those two films,
The
even
English
though
Patient
pretty good
was
year otherwise.
The English Patient was the winner of Best Stooms.
Okay.
Angels and Insects, don't know what that is. Emma, the Gwyneth Paltrow.
The
Emma.
Paltrow. Okay.
Hamlet, the Kenneth Branagh Hamlet, and The Portrait of a Lady. Really, just all the same film get nominated in that category.
I would have gone Angels and Insects.
You have
That's a Rylance picture.
It's a Rylance picture. That is correct.
Interesting.
This is the year of the Nutty Professor makeup winning. Independence Day winning in visual effects. Those are some good wins. But yep, it looks like everything after this is The English Patient, The English Patient, and oh yeah, The English Patient won so much shit.
Yeah, that, Fargo was right there.
9 wins for The English Patient, 2 for Fargo.
What's the record for most?
Wins?
Yeah. Is it Lord of the Rings?
I think it's like a tie between Titanic, Lord of the Rings, and Ben-Hur. That makes sense. Most Oscar wins for a film.
That's actually kind of crazy that Tom Cruise didn't get this Oscar.
11 is the win. Ben-Hur, Titanic, Return of the King. Return of the King did it on a complete sweep. 11 for 11.
Because you gotta have your costumes, your production design. It's got to be like either a period piece or a fantastical
Big epic.
environment.
Yeah. And you got to have, and the thing about like Lord of the Rings and Titanic, they had songs and score. So they were able to win
But it
both of
didn't
those.
have actors, which is interesting.
Well, Titanic had an acting nom.
Right.
It had 2 acting noms, Winslet and
So I guess the moral of the story there is it has to be less about performance and more about
you got to
aesthetic
have
and scale.
Well, you can have
Scale.
yeah, scale's big. You can have performances like they just didn't win any,
Right.
But it's got to be like
but that's what I'm talking about is the
it's-
number of wins.
that's why like people thought at the time like Oppenheimer maybe could have done it because it's like a film that has the wins and it has the technical achievement and you can bring them together. You know what I mean?
I'm assuming you've seen Shine.
The Jeffrey Rush film?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it good?
it's fine.
I just cannot believe that Tom Cruise didn't get this Oscar.
What's that one for? Jerry Maguire?
Yeah.
The one that I always think is a great.
That's a layup.
The Magnolia one's always the one that.
I mean, like, the Magnolia one is crazy.
Because Michael Caine already had an Oscar. It's fucking
I do think
crazy.
Jerry Maguire just sort of synthesizes everything that is great about Cruise.
Jerry Maguire is a great movie.
Jerry Maguire is a very good film.
It's a very good movie,
And
man.
nobody has watched Shine in 20 years.
But yeah, I mean, Titanic won 11 of its 14 nominations. Ben-Hur won 11 out of its 12. And Lord of the Rings won 11 for 11. I do not think we will ever have a film get double digit Oscar wins again. I don't think it'll happen.
Definitely not happening this year.
Well, because we've had the opportunity to do that. I mean, last year,
They like to spread the love.
both Sinners and One Battle had like a crap ton of noms. Neither one of them, they started splitting awards.
Yeah, they like
Oh,
spreading the love.
yeah, which I think is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But like the most a film will dominate now is probably 7 Oscars.
It is so funny
That's a
that Sean
dominant.
Penn won Best Supporting Actor.
I think it's a great win.
It's so funny.
It's so good. Just like didn't even do campaigning or anything.
Yeah,
Kind of
everybody was.
kind of just shows that you don't need to do all that shit. You can just win on the performance alone.
I don't think that's true of everyone,
But it's
but
definitely with him.
for some reason, one of the most unlikable, combative,
Personalities. But Jay,
just everybody loves him.
but an undeniable actor. Like his
Yeah, I
performance.
mean, he's a
Like
great
you watch
actor.
that movie and you're just like, holy shit, Sean Penn is in. Where's this guy been? He's phenomenal. Like you watch that.
Still would have gone Benice.
I mean, I would have gone Benicio as well, but I can't be mad with Penn.
No,
That's the kind of performance also too you watch and you go, that's going to win an Oscar. Like it feels like such an
Kinda.
Oscar-y kind of.
kinda. It
And
well, sort of.
it's just the villain. Like it's a classic supporting actor win.
Yeah,
And it's over the top and it's crazy and it's fucking hilarious and he's playing like literally the epitome of what everybody hates right now, which is like a fucking right-wing asshole military cop guy. And he likes guns up his ass. So
let him cook.
I'm cooked. You know he's going to make. Did you hear that he's attempting to direct a January 6th film with Bradley Cooper as the lead?
I did see that. Exciting.
Sounds like the worst fucking idea I've ever heard of.
I'm like, Bradley, what are you thinking?
What do you think about the Ocean's 11 prequel?
I was into it until one thing happened.
Josh Gad?
It got infected with the GAD virus.
You love Gad though.
I do not.
You love Gad. You're like
I
Olaf.
do not.
Olaf, my guy.
I
Book of Mormon, great stuff.
well, I never saw him in Book of Mormon.
Yeah, but I bet you love it.
Um,
You will.
anytime I have seen him in a live action movie,
It's been terrible.
I have become physically ill.
But when you hear his voice as Olaf, you go, "This is great."
Olaf did save Frozen 1 for sure, and he has the best scene
kind
in
of
Frozen
saved
2.
two. Yeah, Frozen 2.
Olaf's Magical Christmas or whatever that thing is called.
Yeah.
Absolute hate crime.
Not even just a crime, a hate crime.
A hate crime. A targeted crime against people who
An
love cinema.
assault. An assault with a deadly Olaf. Jay, can you tell everybody where they can find you and all your work on the internet? And a recommendation of the week.
Yeah. So you can find me on Letterboxd, J Ledbetter, Twitter at Mr. J Ledbetter, any writing I'm doing over at awardswatch.com. My other podcast is called Conversations on Clint. So check that out, please, with friends of the show, Trace Sever and Jesse Nussman.
I'm going to be on that show soon.
Yeah. And my recommendation of the week, finally got my Speed Racer 4K.
Mine's over there.
Looks phenomenal. Still a great film. Masterpiece of masterpieces. Honestly, one of the best movies of the century. Check it out. 4K physical media forever.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky, at Ryan McQuade 77. You can find my work here at awardswatch.com. If you like podcasts, we have the one that we do every Monday. That's for the main show. Please go ahead and listen to that. Starting to get into award season soon. A lot of fun stuff that we're going to be having over on that show. 5 stars on iTunes and Spotify. We greatly appreciate it. While we're on the website, sign up for the newsletter. It's the best place to get all of our news, reviews, interviews, podcasts, and to you all in one place. Recommendation of the week. Uh, just bought my tickets, and at the time of recording, I will have seen it. And it's crazy that Jay uh, mentioned Speed Racer because my recommendation was uh, The Matrix because
The
I'm
Matrix, good film.
because they are releasing it as part of our Austin does a great summer series of films. The Paramount Theater that they usually do everything in is being renovated for a whole year. It won't be even back up for South by next year. So what they're doing is they're doing like an IMAX series with the ones there at the Bob Bullock, which is the State Museum, and they have like Interstellar, and they have Mad Max Fury Road, and they have Speed Racer, and they have The Matrix. And I bought my tickets, and at the time of recording, when this episode releases, I will have seen it. Uh, uh, One of the great films of all time. I can't wait to see it. I also bought my tickets for Speed Racer because I have not seen it on IMAX in a theater since I saw it opening weekend it came out. Truly magical film to watch, both of those films. I love the Wachowskis. Hopefully one day we can maybe redo that series again. That would be a lot of fun. Um, to do old series. So I thought about doing that one again, Jay. 3 series I thought about from the past from us doing
Mm-hmm.
again. I thought about the Wachowskis because that was so much fun. Fincher because you love Fincher.
Mm-hmm.
I love Fincher. And oh God, the third one completely David Lynch.
That would be great. I've
Because
already decided the last series we ever do is Tarantino. It's how we started. It's how we got to end.
that is true. We can never do
That was the first
Tarantino
time we
because
ever
that.
podcasted together.
But tell the listeners out there, we're not thinking about doing the last series anytime soon.
No, 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 no.
No,
But
kind of
when
feel like kind of feel like you and I are destined to do this for
just
everybody.
keep doing it forever. Why not?
Why not? Because there's enough directors, and guess what? I love doing this with you.
There are a lot of directors. When we were putting together that potential list of 27, I was like, still like 30 folks we got to do.
Yeah, and we're not even, and we're gonna do them. We're gonna do them.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Next week's episode. What's next week? We're talking about In the Cut, which is a totally chill film.
Oh, yeah, because we're
And
skipping Holy Smoke.
yep, and
Fair.
I can't wait to talk about that with you. So, thank you all.
Weirdly, more than halfway done with Campion.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's insane. We're already at the halfway point. We've got 3 more episodes to go, but I'm looking forward to those recordings with you, buddy. It's gonna be a fun episode next week for you in the cut. Thank you all so much for listening, and we'll see you all next time.